Very good morning. Today we will see the next example of stiffness matrix of the truss element. So as shown on the screen, this is a pin jointed truss which is having two nodal load which is applied at point B and C. Uh, Along with that, A and D are the support which is having the fixity. So in this case we have to calculate the unknowns in the form of displacement at a particular joint. So as per the diagram, it is clear that support B and C, joint B and C will be subjected to the displacement, horizontal and vertical displacement. Okay, so let us see how to solve this numerical. First of all, we have to calculate the DOKI, that is degree of kinematic indeterminacy. So as we know that B and C is the joint, it is a pin joint which is having 2 degree of freedom which we have to calculate. So here first and foremost important step is our calculation of DOKI. So here we will start from clockwise direction, that is this is unknown first, so we have to start from here. Okay, because at the bottom these two are knowns, so we will start writing the unknown from here. Okay, so I have considered 1 2, this is unknown, 3 4, this is also unknown. Okay, then 5 6 7 8, these are the supporting pin joint. Okay, these are the supporting pin joint, or these are the known degree of freedom. Okay, so we have to calculate the 4 unknowns, that is at joint B and at joint C, which is in the form of 1 2 3 4. So first of all, the formulation of stiffness matrix. So we will start from AD. So let us consider the member AD. So as shown on the diagram, AD is the horizontal member, so therefore here the degree, that is theta, which will form with respect to horizontal will be 0. So therefore by default the value of Cx will be equal to 1 and Cy equal to 0. Why Cx equal to 1? Because Cx represent the sin theta and Cy represent the cos theta. Okay, in the last numerical we have seen this. Okay, we have seen this, that if you see that here Cx represent the cos theta and Cy represent the sin theta. So you must understand this and you must remember this. Cx will be the representation of cos theta and Cy will be the representation of sin theta. Okay, now next step is to calculate the EA by L. So EA is, in this case, E is 20,000 and A is equal to area of cross section given is 10. This value which is given in this circle is the area, it represents the area. This is 10 centimeters square and 300 is the length, 3 meter, that is 300 centimeters. So the answer will be EA by L 666.67. Now we have to put all these values in the structural matrix. Okay, in this matrix, and then we have to calculate the SM1. So first of all we have to see that where this AD will form. Okay, on which coordinate will AD member will form. So it will be formed at 7 8 5 6. So we have to write carefully here 7 8 5 6, not 5 6 7 8, because we have considered the member AD, not DA. So this thing you must understand that. Okay, so we have to count the respective coordinate from the alphabetical order. AD, Okay, so 7, 8 and 5, 6 you have to consider. So here you have to put this coordinate very carefully. Okay, 7, 8, 5, 6. Here also 7, 8, 5, 6. 7, 8, 5, 6. Okay, then next member we will consider is AB. After AD we will consider the vertical member AB. So AB, the angle of theta will be 90 degree. So therefore cos theta is 90 is 0 and sin 90 is 1. So therefore Cx equal to 0, Cy equal to 1. Then for the member of AB we have to calculate the EA by L. Okay, so in this case area is 20 centimeter square, E is 20,000 kilonewton per centimeter square, and L is here is 4 meter, that is 400, because we have to put all this value in centimeter. Okay, then accordingly we have to calculate the SM2. Here in this case the coordinate is 7812. Okay, so we have to calculate the coordinate and we have to put the coordinate as 7812. Here also 7812, both in row wise and column wise. Next is the member DC. The next member we have to calculate is DC. This is DC. Okay, so in DC again angle is theta. Angle theta is 90 degree. Cx is 0, Cy is 1. Then EA by L we have to calculate. Then again the structural matrix will be calculated as per the coordinate. This is 5, 6, 3, 4. Again 5, 6, 3, 4. Okay, now next is the member AC. Here the angle is 53.13. Okay, so let us see that here the angle is given is 53.53. The angle which is considered as AC. Yes, AC is 53 point this. The angle is given as 53 point AC. This angle 53.13. This angle we have to consider AC. Okay, so if it is not given, then by geometry we can calculate the angle AC. It is 53.13. This. Then put the value of theta 53.13 in cos. We will get cos 53.13. The answer is 0.6. Then sin 53.13. The answer is 0.8. Okay. The length for the member AC is 5 meter. Okay. So accordingly we have to calculate EA by L. The answer will be 1000. Then again put this value in the structural matrix for the coordinate of 7, 8, 3, 4. Okay, whatever the coordinate will be there on the member AC, you have to put very carefully on the structural matrix. Okay, then the member BC we have to calculate. The another incline BC member, theta is 0, Cx is 1. Where is BC member? Let us see that. Where is, yes, this is the vertical, okay, upward, okay, horizontal member. So for this case also we have to calculate the we have to repeat the same procedure and we have to calculate the values. Okay, then finally we have to calculate the member DB 126.87. Now this angle is very important. Okay, look, in your examinations the problem was given like this, only this angle 53.13 is given. Okay, but always remember we have to calculate the measured angle with respect to horizontal, and again it will be measured from the anti-clockwise direction. So we will not consider the angle for DB, we will not consider the angle 53.13, because 53.13 can be calculated as a clockwise angle with respect to horizontal. But as per the rule of the stiffness matrix for the truss element, in the derivation itself it is mentioned that we have to, whatever the angle which will form with respect to the horizontal, it should be measured with respect to horizontal in anti-clockwise direction, from the anti-clockwise direction. Okay, so this 53.13 is given. Okay, we know that the total half angle will be 180. 180 minus 53.13 will be the answer will be 125.87. so this angle you must calculate, okay, as per the geometry, and then we have to put in the question. Then after getting the value of theta, put this value as a cos theta and sin theta and you will get the answer. Okay, then again EA by L you have to calculate, then structural matrix you have to calculate. Then after getting all this, we have to assemble all this matrix in the form of global stiffness matrix. So we know that the unknown values will be formed at the coordinate 1 2 3 4. Okay, here also 1 2 3 4. So you have to very carefully see the combination of 1 1 2 1 3 1 4 1, then 1 2 3 2. Okay, 2 2 3 2 4 2. Okay, this combination you have to see from all 6 member very carefully, and if there will be addition you have to add all this value and then you have to put under this. So this global stiffness matrix is just a combination of these row and vertical column. Okay, then next step is the global load matrix. So you have to calculate the global load matrix. So AFC we have to see that 0 minus 40 50 and 0. Where this comes from, let us see. We know that the AFC has to be calculated at the coordinate 1 2 3 and 4. So we have to see that the coordinate 1 2 3 4, where at coordinate 1 2 3 4 what value will be there. So at point 1, okay, there will be no member, but at point 2 there will be a minus 40 force is there. So therefore here it was given as minus 40. Then at point 3 this is 50 plus is there, and at point 4 0 is there. So therefore here the AFC coordinate, okay, AFC coordinate was 0 minus 40 50 and 0. So whatever the value or whatever the load will be there at the respective coordinate of 1 2 3 4 you have to consider in AFC. Okay, irrespective of the sign, because here we are not making the matrix, here we are making the or we are combining the action at force with respect to coordinate. AFC का meaning होता है, AFC means action of the force with respect to the coordinates. So we have to assemble these coordinates with it at the unknown point. Okay, always the AFC will be calculated at the unknowns. Okay, the next step is the displacement calculation. The formula will be K into dF is equal to AFC. So we have the value of K, we have the value of dF, and we have already calculated the value of AFC. So we have to put all this value. Now we have to solve this simultaneous equation. This is a 4 unknown, 4 simultaneous equation has to be put in the calculator very carefully, and then you will get the 4 simultaneous equation and 4 unknown will be formed, and accordingly we have to calculate the 4 unknowns in the form of df1 df2 df3 and df4, which will be the values obtained at the unknown coordinate of 1 2 3 4. Okay, so by these steps or using this step you can calculate the unknowns. Then after getting this, you will next and final step is the final member forces. The formula is AM is equal to EA by L. This matrix will the representation of the axial force. Then CX CY, this is the representation of matrix because of the transmission जो आपका ट्रांसफर होता है. ओके, थीटा CX CY एंगल ट्रांसफर जो होता है cos थीटा sin थीटा का ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन ऑफ मैट्रिक्स के लिए रिप्रेजेंट करता है. एंड DS रिप्रेजेंटेशन, ये मैट्रिक्स जो होता है DS इज द जो आपने कैलकुलेट किया नोन, उसमें आपको पुट करके निकालना है. तो EA बाय L हम रिस्पेक्टिव उसके कोऑर्डिनेट के लोगे. AD में हमने ऑलरेडी निकाला EA बाय L, ये आया था. देन CX CY वैल्यू उसकी करस्पॉन्डिंग, और वो AD कोऑर्डिनेट क्या था, वो था आपका 7856. तो 7856 पे कोई अननोन है क्या? नहीं है, because 7856 all are the coordinate of the support point. So here the value will be 0. Okay, so accordingly the answer will be 0 0 0 0. तो हमको यहाँ आंसर 0 0 मिलेगा पूरा. ठीक है, उसी तरीके से AB रखेंगे. AB में अपन वैल्यू पुट करेंगे, उसमें फाइनल आंसर आपको रख मिल के लास्ट में आपको मिलेगा. इसमें रखने के बाद -4.7 एंड 4.7. उसी तरीके से DC रखेंगे तो फाइनल आंसर मिलता है 32 -32. उसी तरीके से AC में ले सेम इक्वेशन पुट करके रखेंगे तो फाइनल आंसर आपको मिलेगा 40 एंड 40.4 एंड 40.4. देन BC में रखेंगे तो -28.67 28.67. देन DB में 36 एंड -36. तो ये वैल्यू आपकी आ जाएगी. अब देखो इसमें कैसा वैल्यू रख के निकाला हुआ है, ये अलग अलग तरीके से इसमें पुट करके निकालो. तो सबसे पहले देखते हैं हम लोग पहली वैल्यू. इम्पोर्टेंट पार्ट जो है आपका इसमें फर्स्ट पॉइंट ये है AD. तो AD में आपका 0 0 आया था, उसमें रखेंगे. तो AB में कितना आया था? -4.7. AD देख लेते पहले, आपका AD किधर था? ये है AB. ओके, ये AB पॉइंट है. AD देखो, ये AD 0 है, यहाँ पे कुछ भी नहीं है, ठीक है। उसके बाद में आपका BC आया था 4.7, नहीं माइनस में जा रहा था, लेकिन उधर माइनस में जा रहा है, तो जब इसको एक्चुअल डायग्राम में दिखाएंगे तो देखो 4.7 कैसा दिखा रहा है, बाहर जा रहा है। तो जो भी आपका मैट्रिक्स का ये फाइनल वैल्यू आया, इसमें से जो पहली वैल्यू जो आती है, जो भी प्लस माइनस में रहेंगी, ओके, उसके अपोजिट में आपको डायग्राम में यहाँ रिप्रेजेंट करना, सिंपल सा लॉजिक। उसके नीचे वाला माइनस प्लस से आपको कोई लेना देना नहीं, ऊपर की जो वैल्यू आ रही है इन द फॉर्म ऑफ प्लस और माइनस, ये मोर इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट है। और ये जो भी साइन कन्वेंशन के साथ में ऊपर की वैल्यू मिलती है, उसको आप डायग्राम में इसके अपोजिट में दिखाते हैं। अब ये दिखा रहा है प्लस, जैसे 36, ओके, तो वहाँ जाके वो माइनस में दिखाएगा। देखो 36 ये है, 38 हो गया, 36 का वैल्यू कहीं ना कहीं होगा इसमें, ये हो गया 36 का। देखो ये बाहर जा रहा है 36 का वैल्यू, इस तरीके से आपको इसमें रिप्रेजेंट करना है, दिखा दो, ओके। इस तरीके से ये आपको ये पूरी वैल्यूज़ को इसके अंदर में इनकॉर्पोरेट करना है, ओके, विथ अपोजिट साइन कन्वेंशन, दैट विल बी योर फाइनल आउटपुट, ओके, दैट विल बी योर फाइनल आउटपुट। सो वी विल सी more type of this numerical and more variety of this type of numerical in our next lecture, okay. And you can take the previous year paper also, and you can practice on the same, based on the same concept, okay, that I have solved for you, okay, in our lectures. Okay, thank you for your kind attention. Thank you.